What do you do when you don't have much time to sketch? That's the question that I'm setting out to answer in this short sketchbook tour. I love the texture of good quality watercolor paper, but I hate the added pressure I put myself under to do good sketching in an expensive sketchbook. So instead, I'm using this Fabriano sketchbook that was cheap and has 120 gram paper in it, where I can do lots of experimental doodling with lots of different media types. Yeah. For example, here you have some loose ink sketching and then watercolor sketching on the right there. But I bet you're asking, well, doesn't the paper wrinkle up when you get it wet? And the answer is simply, yes, it does. And that kind of limits you in a way to wet on dry techniques and single washes. But the good news is that's going to save you time. Here's a monotone study, and that will save you even more time. I'd love to know in the comments what your favorite quick technique is. Mine is definitely pen and wash, like this sketch of my daughter here. Especially useful if your subject can't sit still. And if you don't have time to do the washes, at least you're left with a pen sketch. Do you fancy a challenge? If so, try sketching in watercolor itself without any pencil or pen, like more of these sketches of my daughter. I quite like the soft cover format of the sketchbook because you can easily fit it into a backpack. You do, however, need something hard to sketch on. You'll notice, like in these sketches here, that I often repeat the same sketch, trying to improve on it each time. But if I don't improve, at least I've got a record of where I went wrong, and there's usually always something to learn. Have you ever done a sketch while standing in a queue? For example, with these sketches here. But the drawback is you have to be discreet or you sort of draw attention to yourself. I find using a water-soluble ink and a water brush very useful for very fast sketching. My children are terrible at sitting still, but they're excellent subjects to practice quick sketching, as those sketches suggest. I brought them up somewhere. Here's more examples of pen with water-soluble ink that I mentioned previously. I've always been too put off to try portraits in an expensive sketchbook, but this book is just perfect for experimenting with anything. Go and get one, and I look forward to seeing what you produce with it.